to take away from your luck thing, because that's not luck. That's hard work. I understand that. And then taking the risk to even, try the shorts, move to the axes, chase down people, figure out how to do the axes, have the balls to leave where you're at and move somewhere else to a mountain town, to structure your life the way you want, to then get so good at this craft that you can sell axes for that much money.
Sounds better when you say it.
And then not only that, but you're telling me you're on the mountain this many days and your work's curated around your life. Not much of that, from my perspective, sounds like luck. Who are you and what do you do?
My name is Paul Flannigan.
How embarrassing.
And we...
Hold on, Paul Flannigan.
Quiet on the set.
Here we go.
Take it again.
Who are you and what do you do?
My name is Paul Flannigan, and I make axe handles. All right, so what you're gonna do is we're gonna put this head on here and you're gonna learn how to mount it. You want to make a good product, but at the end you want to capture something. You want somebody to have an emotional connection to your brand.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, I saw it was on Instagram, and I'm old, so I was just sort of looking at Instagram, and somebody had restored a vintage axe, and I was like, fuck. I was like, man, that looks nice, and I was like, man, I could probably use one of these fucking axes. Look good with me, and then I was like, ooh, $400. I was like, wife's not going to be too excited about that at this point, and for some fucking reason, I thought I could make it. That's how it starts. We just set it on there, and what we're going to end up doing is using physics, inertia, because this is a heavier mass than this piece of wood. We're going to hit it with a dead blow here, and so this lighter mass is going to accelerate faster than this heavier mass, and then it's going to seat down.
Did you know the different types of wood?
I knew I needed hickory.
Okay.
So little bit of research, hickory is the best wood for striking tools.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's how you seat and tighten an axe. A lot of people think that's what I would have thought. They hit it from the top. You don't want to do that.
Okay.
One, you could damage the axe head, and two, this actually seats it better. And you'll see. You're a strong guy, so you don't need to fucking kill it.
Yeah.
But you're gonna give it that kind of oomph.
Is there any way to screw it up? Well, hit myself.
Not really.
Okay.
Not really.
Okay.
Oh, you can go harder.
All right.
All right. So look at it. See, you're already creeping it down, right? So just keep on going. Give it a couple good whacks. Oh yeah, harder. Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, I felt
I like that one. Yeah. So that's about the sound. So we're gonna start. Yeah, we got some little curls here, which is good. That's not a shelf. That's just curling it, and I feel like that's pretty good. Yeah. When you're removing a shit ton of material, it's so easy. If you just start removing a little bit too much there, then it's this thing gets really fucking wompy. Where if you start with something it's a thin profile, you can just, all right, I'm just taking a hair here, hair there. So I made 3 more, and they're getting better looking. And even I could kind of see this progression. And I think another neighbor, a friend or something, I'm posting these on my personal Instagram, and they're like, hey, can you make me one? I was like, yeah, man, like, I'll make you one, find another head. So give those away too. Then a friend of a friend asks, like, oh, how much is the thing? It's like, oh, how much?
Like, oh, I could sell it.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
So you're a putter backer, aren't you?
Yeah, well, it's your shop. I don't want to.
Oh man, see, I'm not that way. Like you
want me to set it over here so you can't find it?
It'll
there?
be a sea of stuff. Like this is clean, guys.
Yeah, but
this is really
this
clean.
isn't
right
my
now.
facility here. This is yours. So you can buy this kit from you?
You can buy the handle.
Okay.
And I'll send you a wedge. It's not going to be shaped to the head, but it's for you to shape it. I am in the process of working with a company from Japan to get my favorite files to build kits that are going to be a little further along. So you'll be able to contact me. I'll have some on the website too of like older vintage heads. I have heads that are like, they're vintage, but they're not collectible Beanie Babies because they're not the particular pattern or whatever, but it's still really good steel. It's just not super collectible.
Understood.
So I can deliver a pretty cheap price and like get somebody started.
Yeah.
And they'll have a nice tool. Like these are, this is an Awasaka file. This is one of my favorite, and then I'm going to have a larger file for reducing, for starting it. Because you don't really, with these kind of handles, when you're working from scratch, having a draw knife is super handy, but these are so close to most eyes that just like a really nice aggressive file will get it shaped up nice,
Okay.
and then this would be like a nice fine tuning to get it the rest of the way there. And so I hope to have a kit, like it's not going to be a mass-produced product because it's always going to be, what heads I have available, but it's going to be a little bit more of a complete package than just buying handles. Can't think of a different way to spend my day or my year. I get lots of time with my kids. I'm the cook of the house, so like I'm doing all the grocery shopping. Like I'm Mr. Mom, and I get to do this and noodle in my shop. This is space, like we joked about. This is the most amount of people that have ever been in the space, and it's myself. I sit here. I got podcasts on. I got the stereo cranking. In the summertime, we got the that garage doors open and the fire pit's out there.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm burning scraps, and like it doesn't get any more peaceful. I can see the lake, the mountains out the back, and it's not worth it. There's not enough money. Well, maybe there's enough. We always talk. There's not really enough money to change that, because I feel like I backed into, and I lucked out, because I consider it lucky, that I have what a lot of people are searching for or working hard for. I know lots of CEOs that would love to ski 60 days a year and live in a mountain town and do all these things, and so I try and have that mindset of being very grateful and realizing it is luck. You have to work hard, you have to put in the work, but ultimately, like, it's either your time or it's not. Like, there's not a lot of ways to manufacture success, I don't think. Most of the people I see that have like a formula, it's certainly the right direction, and it's not bad advice, but all the work, all the hustle can still leave you without anything, but there's value in the hustle, right? Mm-hmm. There's value in putting in that work and learning something and grinding towards something, but you got to remember that might be the only thing that you get from it. What could possibly go wrong?
All right. You found it because I put it back in its spot.
That's right.
Okay, so little taps.
Little taps, yeah. Yeah, that's good too. You're actually steering it too. Yeah. Okay. All right. Stop there. All right. We're going to the floor. Now we're going to kind of give it a little bit of something on the top. So we're going to set it on this piece of wood here, and now you're going to kind of give it a little bit of.
Give it a little extra.
Yeah. Give it a little something.
A little more than earlier.
Oh yeah. Okay. Let's take a look. That's good. So you know, like it's mushrooming.
Yeah.
So this is tapered. It's smaller at the bottom and it's larger at the top. So which means if we fill up this area, this can't lift because the hole's smaller at the bottom. And so we're gonna cut that now. And then we're done. It's that simple. And so, a little bit of the secret sauce. So this will just condition the wood.
Okay.
So the oil will go in. It will hydrate it, which actually gives it another little bit of an expansion on that wedge too, to give it even tighter retroactively. And then also, obviously it's oil, so it's going to take place if any kind of moisture or water comes in, you know, like oil and water don't mix, so it actually protects it as well.
Whole different appreciation for that axe right now. Let's go see the testing facility.
Yeah, don't think because I make these that I'm like some sort of a pro chopper or something.
You're wielding it the way
Although
you do well.
I would love the fucking timber sports would be amazing.
We have to build it.
I would
Yeah, I think you'd have the build for
I would
sports.
enjoy the shit out of some timber sports, I think.
We're gonna go see the testing facility.
Yeah. See that split?
Yeah. I am nervous using this fancy axe though.
Well, it's
I'm used to swinging junk axes.
yeah. I think this one has a knot towards the bottom too. That's still good.
Has a little something in there.
Yeah.
Smell.
Yeah. See that one right there.
Here's some knots in there.
Birch doesn't like to split well because it wants to do the skin. The bark is so thick, it wants to stay together. That's why even when you hear it crack, it's still stuck together.
Doesn't pop.
Yeah, but you just gotta finish it off with just a little tap.